Welcome to the Georgia Commencement Ceremony for the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. Please stand as you are able. Our ceremony will begin. Entering the auditorium carrying the college mace is the Associate Provost, Dr. Prone, Linda Adkison, followed by the candidates in the College of Osteopathic Medicine. Carrying the college baton, leading the School of Pharmacy and the School of Health Professions and Sciences is the Director of Education and the Georgia Library, Scott Gillies. Please welcome the Georgia faculty members from the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. Please welcome the PCOM Georgia Platform Party. Please welcome the PCOM Georgia Platform Party.
A very, very good afternoon, and welcome to the 2026 Commencement Ceremony for PCOM Georgia. As we open our ceremony, we remember our PCOM alumni who passed away this year, and all those who gave their lives in service of our country. Please remain standing for the invocation to be offered by Ms. Patient A. Mason, Chief Student Affairs Officer, and then the national anthem, sung by Joseph Senders with Noam Green on piano.
Thank you, Provost Veit. Please join me as we seek blessings on this commencement ceremony. After the invocation, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. As we gather together to celebrate the achievements of these remarkable graduates, let us take a quiet moment to reflect with gratitude and with purpose. We give thanks for the dedication, compassion, and perseverance that have brought our graduates to this moment. May we honor the long hours of study, the steadfastness of the faculty who taught them their art, the sacrifices made by the graduates and their loved ones, the courage in times of uncertainty, and the commitment to serve others that defines a calling to healthcare. Let this ceremony be not only a celebration of accomplishments, but a reminder of the shared values that unite our PCOM family: care, integrity, compassion, respect, and the pursuit of healing in all its forms. May our graduates continue to be guided by wisdom, strengthened by collaboration, and motivated by hope. And may this gathering inspire continued service, innovation, and compassion in all we do. With open hearts and sincere appreciation, we begin this celebration as our graduates begin a new chapter in their lives. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, that's always amazing. You know, you get extra points for musical abilities at admissions. Thank you, guys. President Feldstein, Commencement speaker and honoree, Dr. James D. Polk, Associate Provost Atkinson, members of the administration, staff, faculty, and trustees, family, friends, and of course, graduates of the class of 2026. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the Georgia Commencement Ceremony of PCOM Georgia. Today, as we participate in this age-old tradition, we come together to celebrate the commencement ceremony of PCOM Georgia's doctoral programs and graduate programs. I hereby summon the class of 2026 to service for the common good, to lead in an uncertain environment, to further biomedical knowledge, to prevent disease, to cure when possible, to manage pain, to improve mobility, and most of all, to comfort those who are ill and infirmed. You are indeed well prepared and ready for the next step in your lifelong journey. There will be challenges, global pandemics, political unrest, changes in the industry, government revolutionary changes, new science, new technology, new healthcare management systems, and then ultimately the need to provide care to all segments of our very complex society. This is a journey into a world that is very, very unpredictable. Yours is a vocation, a calling to serve your fellow human beings in their moments of their greatest need. It is one in which you must conduct yourselves with professionalism, enthusiasm, and a continued passion as those before you have done. We are very, very confident that you will meet these challenges. Our best wishes and prayers go with you always. It is now my privilege to introduce the President and our Chief Executive Officer of PCOM, Dr. J.S. Feldstein.
And most importantly, graduates of the class of 2026. Early in my career, I had the privilege of working with a mentor, Dr. Ben Corbelis. Dr. Corbelis was a general surgeon who helped pioneer one of the first independent emergency medicine groups in the country. He was a sharp, passionate clinician who had little patience for unnecessary complexity. When discussions about medicine became tangled, he would lean back and say, if you take care of the patient, everything else will take care of itself. At the time, it sounded almost too simple. Over the years, I came to understand that it is anything but. It requires discipline, a clear sense of purpose, and the focus to return to it time and time again. Healthcare does not happen in isolation or a vacuum. It unfolds in a world that is interconnected, constantly changing, and often unpredictable, in a world desperately in need of healing. Technology is advancing at an extraordinary pace. Knowledge is expanding faster than any one person can master. Your patients will come to you armed with information, but not all of it is reliable. Misinformation can outpace understanding, and confidence is often mistaken for credibility. Your role is not only to provide answers, but to help people make sense of what they are hearing and reading. How you do that matters as much as what you know. No matter your discipline, the responsibility is the same. Someone will place their trust in you at one of the most vulnerable moments in their life. Meet that moment with skill and humanity, and with the judgment your patients will depend on. Stay anchored in science. Let evidence be your compass. Together with your commitment to patient care, they become your North Star, steady, reliable, and enduring. And when the path is not obvious, when questions are difficult to answer, return to the foundation of your calling. Take care of the patient. Let that principle be guiding your decisions. If you do, you will find your way, and you will shape the future of medicine, not only through what you know, but through how you practice, how you lead, and how you care for those dependent on you. Congratulations and Godspeed, class of 2026. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. David McCluskey, a member of the PCOM Board of Trustees representing the Georgia campus, to bring his welcoming remarks.
Thank you, President Feldstein. Isn't it a great day to celebrate our graduates? Let's give them a nice round of applause. Absolutely. This is a day to cherish for the rest of your lives. Certainly it is a pleasure to be here on this milestone day. As a member of the PCOM Board of Trustees, I am honored to congratulate all of our graduates. One of the most meaningful parts of serving on the board is participating in commencement exercises and sharing the pride and the possibilities of this moment. Graduates, you should indeed be proud. Your time here has been marked by rigor, hands-on training, and growth. You've met the challenges, adopted, and are ready to make a meaningful difference in the lives of others. To the family and friends who supported you, thank you for being an essential part of this journey. Let's give all of our families and our friends and supporters a nice round of applause. You now join a community of more than 20,000 PCOM graduates and alumni who lead with not only knowledge and skills, but they lead with integrity. You will have the values that PCOM has installed with you since the first time you set foot on this campus, and you and your families made the decision to attend PCOM. The values that define PCOM are compassion, integrity, commitment, and improving health. Wherever you go next, you will carry those values with you, and also the patients that you touch and heal. Congratulations to the class of 26. Your journey to serve and better humanity starts today. Thank you and congratulations.
Dr. White, could you please come to stage? No institution of learning is complete without its faculty. Those faculty members who have provided a long service of distinction to the college are honored with the title Emeritus. It is with the approval of the President, the endorsement of the Board of Trustees, and with great pleasure that we honor Richard E. White, PhD, as this year's Professor Emeritus. Please join me in recognizing him for an exceptional career as a Professor Emeritus. Congratulations, Dr. White. And now for the presentation of the honorary degree. Dr. Polk, please come forward. Sir, I present Dr. James D. Polk to receive at your hand the Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. The doctor's citation reads as follows. Whereas J.D. Polk, D.O., E.D.D., M.S., MMM, CPE, FACOEP, FASMA, etc., is a dedicated physician in the fields of emergency medicine, aerospace medicine, space medicine, and medical management. And for the past decade, Dr. Polk is the agency Chief Health and Medical Officer of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, otherwise known as NASA, located at the NASA headquarters in Washington, D.C. Dr. Polk is the former Dean of Medicine for Des Moines University College of Osteopathic Medicine. Prior to his work at Des Moines, Dr. Polk was the Assistant Secretary for Health Affairs and Chief Medical Officer of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, assuming his post after serving as the Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary for Health Affairs and Deputy Chief Medical Officer before coming to DHS. Dr. Polk was Chief of Space Medicine and for NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston. He is a former State Emergency Medicine Service Medical Director for the state of Ohio and former Chief of Metro Life Flight in Cleveland, Ohio. And Dr. Polk is a Fellow of the American College of Osteopathic Emergency Physicians, Fellow of the Aerospace Medicine Association, and Fellow of Extreme and Wilderness Medicine. Also, he is a prolific writer. Dr. Polk is well published in the fields of emergency medicine, disaster medicine, space medicine, and medical management, and is a clinical associate professor of emergency medicine at Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine and a visiting faculty of Oxford University. And Dr. Polk received his degree in osteopathic medicine at the A.T. Still University in Kirksville, Missouri. He completed his residency in emergency medicine with Mount Sinai Hospitals via the Ohio University, and completed his training in aerospace medicine at the University of Texas Medical Branch. And Dr. Polk is triple board certified in emergency medicine and aerospace medicine by the American Board of Preventive Medicine, the American Osteopathic Board of Emergency Medicine, and the American Osteopathic Board of Preventive Medicine. Dr. Polk holds a doctorate in education in aviation and space from the Oklahoma State University, a master's in science in space studies from the American Military University, a master's in medical management from the University of Southern California's Marshall School of Business, and a master's certificates in public health and forensic sciences from the University of New England and Oklahoma State University. I think Dr. Polk really likes to go to school. Dr. Polk has received numerous awards and commendations, including citations from the Federal Bureau of Investigations, White House Medical Unit, and Association of Air Medical Services, and the U.S. Air Force. He has received the NASA Center's Director's Commendation, the National Exceptional Service Medal, the National Security and International Affairs Medal, the NASA Exceptional Achievement Medal, and the NASA Outstanding Leadership Medal. Also, the President's Meritorious Rank Award for Senior Executives. Now, therefore, be resolved that the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine hereby salutes Dr. Polk as leader in emergency medicine, aerospace medicine, space medicine, and medical management. And that the Board of Trustees, College of Osteopathic Medicine, hereby recommends J.D. Polk to receive at your hand the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you, James D. Polk, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, this 6th day of May, 2026. Congratulations, Dr. Polk. I asked Dr. Polk if he remembered his graduation speaker. He didn't. Neither did I. Neither does Dr. Veit. But I guarantee you today, you're going to remember yours. Dr. Polk.
Thank you. I think after today, you're going to have to call me Dr. Polk. Well, first I have to apologize. I'm going to try to look out across the audience when I speak, but the reality is I wear bifocals, so I can only see about like that first row. So Mariah, Daniel, Elizabeth, you might feel horribly uncomfortable like I'm staring at you, but please rest assured I am. Deans, member of the board, distinguished faculty, families, and lastly, if I'll hurry up and make this speech, distinguished graduates. Thank you for allowing me the privilege of being your speaker. It was a little bit in question with the Artemis II mission around the moon and a diplomatic mission to Africa. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it, and Andy decided that she was going to do a hologram of me in case I didn't make it. And I had like no less than 3 people today kind of show a little disappointment that I was actually here in person. Say, oh, I was kind of hoping for a hologram. But my wife, Fern, who is, by the way, the much better half of the Polk family, said that the very thought of an Obi-Wan Kenobi-like, ghost-like hologram of me scared the living daylights out of her. And I think she mistakenly thought that I could like manifest or just show up in the bathroom as a hologram or something. So Andy, Fern is quite happy I'm here as well. So, you know, the things that are missing from that very long and lengthy CV are probably the most important things. And that's that I've been a husband in a very loving marriage for 38 years, that I raised 2 boys of my own. Who are successful men in their own right. That I'm a grandfather to this little 7-year-old that we launch rockets, and he thinks I actually personally build the rockets at NASA. And I'm a reluctant guest to plenty of tea parties for a very rather bossy 3-year-old. But I am the Chief Medical Officer of NASA, and I've held that position for the last 10 years, which is a little unusual in the Beltway these days. I currently plan healthcare. I'm probably the only person that plans healthcare on other planets. I actually plan the healthcare for the moon and for the Mars missions. I oversee the human factors and human systems design of spacecraft and oversee all the healthcare at 10 NASA centers and oversee the healthcare of the astronauts in the current space missions. But I didn't start out that way. I was actually started out in a very rural farm town. I actually knew more about corn, beans, and detasseling corn and other things than space flight. And my high school counselor asked me what I wanted to do when I left high school. And I said, well, I want to do aerospace or medicine. And she said, oh, yeah, you have to pick one. You can't do both. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of NASA. Just saying. All right, so how did I get here? A lot of people ask, what's the secret sauce to having all of those things in a very holistic life where you have a really good family life and a really good professional life and all of these things? Is it by accident? Is it luck? Is it talent? Is it grit? And it's probably maybe a little bit of all of those things. But the reality is it's probably far simpler and probably a little bit more profound. If you had to put your finger on one thing, what one thing would I recommend to the graduates? And it's this thing that I've watched colleagues lose sight of. That maybe they had it in the beginning, but when they lose sight of it, their career derails, or their marriage derails, or something else derails. And so what is that thing? What is this something? That something is agency. Agency. Now, agency is the belief that you can act, that your choices matter, and that you can shape the trajectory of your own life. Now, I'll admit, I was probably 30 years old before I knew agency had another definition other than a collection of people in a bureaucratic building, like Central Intelligence Agency. But this agency in a person is a capacity to act intentionally, to make independent choices, and to exert control over your life and your environment, or at least the very part of how you respond to things. If you think about Viktor Frankl has this statement. Viktor Frankl, by the way, was a concentration camp survivor. And he says before, there's a stimulus and then there's a response. But in between there is a space. And you get to decide how you will respond. And that's a very important space. And it took me a long time to learn that. And to learn that I had agency in those outcomes. Now, when you think about agency, you've got agency in your marriage, whether or not you're paying attention to your spouse when you're talking about your day at dinner, or if you're scrolling through your feeds, whether or not if your marriage is on the rocks, whether you're going to go seek marriage counseling, or if you're going to let it fall apart, whether you're going to spend 5 extra minutes or 6 extra minutes with that patient that might need the compassion from their physician. You have agency in whether you exercise or whether you're going to binge on the couch with Netflix. You're going to have agency in whether you eat that massive bag of Doritos. Daniel, you know those Doritos are like at the bottom. Do you ever reach past those 20 to get that one with all the, the nacho cheese on it? Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, okay. So you have agency in all of those decisions. But very often we spend way too much time worrying about things that we have no agency in, or things that we can't control. Things like politics, the economy, what somebody blogged about, what the Kardashians wore to the Met Gala. We spend way too much time on things that we don't control. But agency, that understanding that you have agency, helps in the recognition of your choices, large and small, and they define the medical professional or the person that you're going to become, the husband or wife you're going to become, the parent you become. It's not about controlling every outcome, but rather realizing there is more within your influence and span of control than you realize, and being proactive to help shape it. It's about owning your decisions, your direction, and most importantly, your growth. Life does not happen to you, life happens for you. But only when you concentrate on those things that you personally have control over. But agency does not stand alone. It rests on 4 pillars. 4 C's is what I call them. And they'll support you throughout your life in medicine. Those 4 C's are confidence, competence, compassion, and character. So let me talk about the 4 C's for a minute. The first is confidence. Confidence is not bravado, it's not ego, it's not arrogance, it's not the loudest voice in the room. Confidence is the quiet, steady belief that you can learn, adapt, and rise to the occasion. It's that little voice that says, I can do this, even when the situation is new, complex, or frightening. It is leaning into the situation, having faith in your training. It's speaking up, even at the risk of embarrassment, if you think that the patient's not being well cared for. As medical professionals, you will face moments where no algorithm, no guideline, no other attending is there to tell you what to do. In those moments, confidence becomes your anchor. It allows you to act decisively, to trust your training, and to lead others through uncertainty. But confidence must be earned. It grows with preparation, reflection, and humility. It grows after mistakes. It grows with continued effort to learn. Initially in medical school, you're there learning to pass the test. And boy, biochem took I really had to study for biochem. I don't know about you guys. But then you're studying in residency to pass the boards. But now I'm studying probably even harder than I did then because I want to know. Because I want to know how to help that patient in room 312 that nobody knows what the diagnosis is. But I would love to tell you that I've always had confidence. That's not always true. There's been times that I've had imposter syndrome. When I was the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Homeland Security, the new Deputy Assistant Secretary of Homeland Security, and I had my first meeting in the Situation Room of the White House. The very first time I'm in the Situation Room. And it's this table around, and everyone's in their suit and tie and their dresses, and there's a seat at the end that is open for the National Security Advisor or the President. One of those 2 people is going to sit in that seat. And I remember thinking, please, God, please don't let them figure out that I have no idea what I'm talking about and I shouldn't be sitting here. But then I sat there quietly for about 20 minutes and I listened to the discussion going around the table. And that little voice changed. And I thought, please, God, don't let me be the smartest person in the room on this subject. So the second is competence. Competence is the foundation of your professional identity. It's the skill, the knowledge, the judgment that you have spent years building in medicine. Competence is what allows your confidence to be grounded in reality. But competence is not static. Medicine is evolving, science is evolving, new technologies are emerging, AI is coming. Competence requires a lifelong commitment to learning, to stay curious, to question assumptions, reading those articles at night, and digging deep to try to remember that you need to find out that diagnosis in that patient in room 12. The one nobody can figure out but you need to spend the time on it. It requires effort in embracing new evidence when it challenges old and comfortable habits or maxims. Competence is also knowing your limits. It's the wisdom to ask for help, to collaborate, to recognize when another perspective will lead to better care. Competence is not perfection, it's growth. Now, the goal of competence is to develop sagacity. Sagacity. How many times have you heard that word? It almost sounds like a diagnosis, right? What's that guy over in that room got? He's got sagacity. Well, just write him some Cipro, he'll be okay. Sagacity is the quality of having keen mental discernment, sound judgment, profound wisdom. It represents the ability to understand complex situations, differentiate truth from falsehood, and to make insightful and informed decisions based on experience and evidence. But sometimes sagacity comes despite our best efforts. So when I was a third-year resident, emergency medicine resident, and I'm doing a surgical intensive care unit rotation, SICU, and I'm excited. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get all the intubations, I'm gonna get the chest tubes, I'm gonna do the swan, I'm gonna do the central line. I was ready to be a procedure demon. And the head of the SICU saw my overexuberance for the procedures and decided that instead he was going to have me do the total parenteral nutrition calculations on every patient on TPN, that's nutrition coming through your IV when you're intubated, on every patient in the SICU in the morning and the evening. And unfortunately for me, at St. Luke's at that time, there were 18 out of 25 patients on TPN, which meant, and oh, by the way, one caveat, you can't use the computer or the calculator. You have to calculate the Harris-Benedict equation by hand. And so I got up, and I had to be at the hospital at 5 a.m. in order to calculate the Harris-Benedict equations, the metabolic rates, the potassium, the phosphorus, magnesium, the calcium, the fats, the proteins, the carbohydrates on 18 patients before 8 o'clock when pharmacy needed to make up the TPN. And then I had to do it again in the afternoon before I went home. Now, I will tell you that my attitude was perhaps less than exemplary at the time. I hated it. I thought, this is absolute torture. I'm gonna be an ER doc. I will never need this ever in my life. Fast forward 14 years later. The Chilean ambassador comes across from Washington, D.C. to NASA headquarters because 33 Chilean miners are trapped in a mine 2,400 feet below the surface and asked for NASA's help. And NASA sent an engineer, a psychologist, a division chief, and me. And so there I was in the Atacama Desert above a mine calculating the Harris-Benedict equation on 33 miners by hand. Remembering how to do that, calculating the phosphorus and the potassium and the magnesium so that none of them would get refeeding syndrome and so that we could get them out alive. And they had been starving for 2 weeks prior to being found in the mine. 69 days later, all 33 Chilean miners emerged intact. Obviously, somebody knew I was going to need that sometime in the future, but that sagacity did not come willingly. The third one is compassion. Compassion is the heart of medicine. It's what transforms clinical skill into healing. Compassion is the ability to see the person behind the diagnosis, the fears behind the symptoms, the story behind the chart. You're going to meet patients on the hardest days of their lives. They will look to you not only for treatment, but for understanding. Compassion is what allows you to sit with suffering, to listen deeply, and to offer presence when you cannot offer a cure. But compassion must be protected. It requires boundaries, rest, self-care. A burned-out medic cannot pour from an empty cup. Let me say that one again. A burned out medic cannot pour from an empty cup. Compassion for others begins with compassion for yourself. Grace is part of compassion because it transforms the emotional feeling of sympathy into active, unconditional love and unmerited kindness. Notice that word, unmerited. Your kindness cannot be conditional with your patience. While compassion identifies suffering, grace provides the patience, the forgiveness, and the strength needed to support others without judgment, even when they do not deserve it, acting as the follow-through of care. There will be times when you need to give your significant other grace rather than get into an argument. There will be times when you have to give that family that's barking at the charge nurse grace because they're not at their best right now. Most importantly, there will be times when you have to give yourself grace, to know when you need to walk away, when you need some time to gather yourself, to be kind to yourself. It took me a long time to learn, whether it was in marriage, in parenting, or in supervising other physicians, that not everything that can be said needs to be said. But likewise, it also took me some time to understand that sometimes being firm and in control, being honest in feedback and communication, is in itself an act of compassion. Sometimes just giving someone your undivided attention is an act of compassion. But it took me even longer to learn how to give grace. Now the astronauts talk about this thing called the overview effect when they go to space. And they all say that it changes them fundamentally. When you're looking at the Earth from the moon, if you saw the pictures from Artemis II with the Earthrise, and you're seeing this small little blue marble and the vastness of space as a backdrop. And everybody you know is on that blue marble. And there are no borders, no distinguishment in race, religion, no sex, no gender, nothing else. It's just humanity on that little blue marble. And they say it changes them fundamentally by seeing that. Their perspective changes. But you as physicians have to have that same perspective, but without going to space. Because your care, your compassion, has to be the same regardless of race, religion, ability to pay. You have to treat the homeless and the billionaire with the same compassion. So you must also have that overview effect. Now I'm saving the best for last. The fourth is character. Character is that compass that guides your agency. It's the sum of your values, your integrity, your commitment to doing what is right, even when it's difficult. Character is what keeps you honest when no one is watching. It's what helps you speak up when something is wrong. It's what ensures your decisions, clinical and personal, reflect the kind of medical professional and the kind of human being you want to be. But character is not built in a single moment. It's shaped over time through choices both small and profound. It's strengthened by mentors, challenged by adversity, and revealed in the way you treat those who can do nothing for you. I've had to make difficult decisions in my career and my life. The high road is high for a reason. It requires integrity and strength to climb up there. It requires pausing when you are triggered, managing anger, choosing to act with integrity rather than responding impulsively to frustration. But at its core, what the high road demands really is character. Character is what steadies you when the easy path tempts you. It's what keeps you honest when no one is watching, and what guides your choices when the consequences are real and the stakes are human. Now, over the years, I've seen colleagues face turbulence, moments when the pressures of medicine pulled them off course. But I don't want to concentrate on the downward trajectory, but rather I want to concentrate on the ascent. Because every one of us has the ability to correct our trajectory. In spaceflight, the smallest drift in direction or attitude can put a rocket millions of miles off course. It requires constant, minute adjustments to maintain that trajectory. The same is true of life. You will always have agency, your own internal guidance system, and when you align that agency with your values, you will stay on the proper course. The temptations of shortcuts and quick fixes, they glitter, but they're usually short-lived. What endures, what truly carries you into your orbit, is your character. Your integrity, your values, and your choices make who you are. These are the forces that shape your peace, your purpose, and your happiness. So together, the 4 C's shape your agency. Confidence gives you the courage to act. Competence gives you the ability and knowledge to act well. Compassion gives you the reason to act with humanity and grace. Character gives you the integrity to act with honor. And with these 4 pillars, your agency becomes powerful. You become powerful. You become a medical professional who not only makes decisions, but makes the right decisions. Decisions that reflect your training, your values, and your purpose. And ironically, in using those 4 metrics, you avoid burnout. You're happier, you're more effective, and you're more admired as a mentor. We speak often about treating a patient holistically in osteopathic medicine, but really what you've learned here at this medical school holistically means something that you should also apply to your life and how you look at your life holistically. Hopefully, you can use that benchmark for yourself as well. So in closing, I heard that, Elizabeth. Yay. In closing, graduates, as you step into your careers, remember this: you are not passengers in your professional and personal journey. You're the authors of it. You have agency. You have the power to shape the medical professional and the person that you become. Let confidence guide your courage. Let competence guide your skill. Let compassion guide your heart. Let character guide your integrity. If you hold fast to these 4 pillars, there's no challenge you cannot meet, no patient you cannot serve, no future you cannot build, no student you cannot mentor, no child you cannot influence. So as you launch into your careers, did you see what I did there? Launch? Yeah, okay, thanks. Let your confidence, competence, compassion, and character be the gravity that keeps you grounded, and let your agency be the fuel that propels you forward. Congratulations, graduates. The world needs you now more than ever. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Polk. That was an inspirational, thought-provoking, and also so meaningful. Thank you so much, JD. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Andrea Mann, Dean and Chief Academic Officer for the Osteopathic Medicine Program, who will address the osteopathic class of 2026. Dr. Mann will be followed by Dr. Mandy Reese, Dean of our School of Pharmacy, and then by Dr. Brian Mann, Dean of our School of Health Professions and Sciences, who will address the graduates of their respective school. Dr. Mann.
Not fair that I have to follow Dr. Polk, but we're going to go for it. Good afternoon, family, friends, and students. DO class of 2026. 4 years ago, you stood ready to start your medical school journey with your matching orientation t-shirts that had just one bold word on the back: balance. You were ready to conquer the world and be the best osteopathic physicians you could be. You had big plans. You were gonna balance. You were gonna drink from the proverbial fire hose, sleep 8 hours nightly, exercise daily, enjoy weekends with family and friends, eat 3 nutritious meals per day, correct? Right? However, I suspect that somewhere between your first anatomy practical, your final OSCE, your CBFM and I&I exam, that t-shirt was either at the bottom of a laundry pile or being used as a pajama top during your 3 a.m. OPP cram session. Balance might have felt like a cruel joke or a distant dream. Reflect on those times when you were first learning the craft of medicine. Acknowledge the grit, resilience, commitment, and the hard-won balance that was required. In osteopathic medicine, we believe in the body's innate ability to find homeostasis or balance. We taught you that the body is a unit, and structure and function are interrelated. When structure is misaligned, the function suffers. Balance is not just a wellness goal you'll suggest to your patients. It's a biological imperative you must model. To sustain the health of others, you must first preserve your own. In the same way the oxygen mask must be secured before assisting a neighbor, your own well-being is the foundation upon which your patient's healing is built. As you move into the next phase of training after medical school, I want to provide you with some practical balance advice. In the modern AI landscape, remember to balance the efficiency of the enormous digital tool resources with the efficacy of the human touch. ChatGPT can predict the diagnosis, but it cannot hold a patient's hand as they take their final breath. An algorithm can calculate the dosage, but it cannot feel the weight of a patient's silence. The technology is the tool, you are the healer. Balance the data with the human story in the bed. Balance the authority to lead a code with the humility to ask for help when you are unsure. Lastly, medicine can be like a wildfire. It will consume as much fuel as you feed it. Your sleep, your time, your very self, and it will always ask for more. If you let it burn unchecked, it will leave nothing but ash. But when balanced and tended, that same fire becomes the light you bring to your patients. Your job is to balance the doctor you have become with the human who started this journey. Balance is not a static state. It is an active choice. It is about keeping the flame steady, even when the residency winds are blowing. Too much oxygen or too much ambition without rest, and you'll burn out. Too little routine without purpose, you fade. Your job is to stay fueled. DO class of 2026, we are not just handing you a degree today. We're handing you the responsibility of being a balanced, centering force for your future patients. Before I conclude, I would like to thank you for allowing me to serve as your dean. It has been my privilege and honor to watch you to grow into outstanding osteopathic physicians. I am forever grateful for the opportunity. And finally, PCOM Georgia, DO, class of 2026, you have worn the t-shirt, you have done the work. Now go out there and be the balance. Congratulations. You are missing my mic drop moment. Congratulations, doctors. At this time, we will have our presentation of degrees in course and the final roll call of the 2026 Georgia graduates of the Osteopathic Medical Program. Would the candidates for the degree, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, please rise? President Feldstein, I have the honor to present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, as established by the faculty and the Board of Trustees. I present them, sir, on recommendation of the faculty and by the vote of the Board of Trustees to receive at your hand the degree, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degree, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, as earned, with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Thank you. You may now be seated. The PCOM DO class of 2026 will now answer their final collegiate roll call. I invite the first row from the DO class to arise and approach the stage. Graduates in the first two rows will be hooded by their immediate family member physicians. The remaining graduates will be hooded with assistance from the College of Osteopathic Medicine clinical faculty. Would the graduate hooding family members please approach the stage 7 at a time and take your place in the pre-assigned positions. Faculty, please wait for the staff cues to move into position once the guest hooding concludes. Please remain seated, but feel free to cheer loudly and exuberantly for your students. Staff photographers will be capturing the graduates as they cross the stage.
Please welcome our osteopathic medicine graduates, Dr. Nabiha Ahmed, Dr. Iman Ashraf, Dr. Mariah Blanks, Dr. Daniel Burke, Dr. Elizabeth Decellier, Dr. Miguel Carlos Delgado, Dr. William Christopher Doobie, Dr. Arnith Ichampati, Dr. Neha Gupta, Dr. Samuel Igodaro, Dr. Lakshmi Jacobs, Dr. Adam Kanawati, Dr. Noah Mahias, Dr. Priya Merai, Dr. Jessica Meredith, Dr. Janelle Tan Miklet, Dr. Shireen Minza Mohammed, Dr. Fatima Momin, Dr. Syed Fahimur Rahman, Dr. Alan Anthony Rice, Dr. Eldad Saylor, Dr. Scott Tadarius Salters, Dr. Mansoor Saqib, Dr. Lauren Siegel, Dr. Andrew Sun, Dr. Meda Suthar, Dr. Marissa Grace Varghese, Dr. Antonio Henry, Dr. Alice Manning, Dr. Abiodun Emmanuel Adabiyi, Dr. Ariba Ali, Dr. William Glenn Anderson, Dr. Talib Araim, Dr. Temur Aslam, Dr. Marina Atala, Dr. Natalie Bashir, Dr. Kimia Badakhshan, Dr. Isabella Baumler, Dr. Hamza Masood Muhammad Beg, Dr. Bailey Belcher, Dr. Megha Bhagwan, Dr. Jessica Page Blakely, Dr. Savan Bogara, Dr. Mason Brestol, Dr. Andres Brito, Dr. Caitlin Ann Brown, Dr. Felix Bowie, Dr. Sierra Burgess, Dr. Isabella Canute, Dr. Savion Carswell, Dr. Tanya Chang, Dr. Joe Chi, Dr. Ye Yun Chung, Dr. Abraham Damus, Dr. Sristi Das, Dr. Shri Desai, Dr. Raquel Esquivel, Dr. Zakir Faistalab, Dr. Madeline Felice, Dr. Reagan Lowline Flagg, Dr. Drew Sanford Garber, Dr. Samantha Gowan, Dr. Courtney Green, Dr. Kenton Gross, Dr. Eli Harrison Gruber, Dr. Daniela Gutierrez, Dr. Noor Hassan, Dr. Eliska Holmqvist, Dr. Tween Wen, Dr. Hersha Iyer, Dr. Malachi Emmanuel Jordan,
Dr. Rohit Karnati,
Dr. Ahad Yusuf Maksud Khatri, Dr. Alexandra Krul, Dr. Maxwell Lukumi, Dr. Jessica Lamb, Dr. Xavier Langston, Dr. Justin Lee, Dr. Peter Lay, Dr. Thomas Duk An Lay, Dr. Jay Lee, Dr. Yuna Lee, Dr. Saher Malik, Dr. Rami Mansour, Dr. Jonah Marhefka, Dr. Sheba Ann Matthew, Dr. Nicholas Miller, Dr. Monisha Mistry, Dr. Jacob Nguyen, Dr. Milan Patel, Dr. Shrey Patel, Dr. Vraj Patel, Dr. Sean Shalom Pitter, Dr. Megan Pomier, Dr. Ordain Prahas Ravula, Dr. Emily Elizabeth Rhine, Dr. Maria Reyes, Dr. Kirsten Reynolds Turner, Dr. Pratik Raut, Dr. Ritvik Sarasani, Dr. Sharnika Saravanan, Dr. Steve Selvaraj, Dr. Yuna Saw, Dr. Avini Sharma, Dr. Alexandra Shi, Dr. Gabrielle Simcoe, Dr. Barkley Smith, Dr. Brandon Smith, Dr. Ushna Sayed, Dr. Renee Austin Taylor, Dr. Douglas Ray Taylor III, Dr. Felina Thomas, Dr. London Simone Wheeler, Dr. Chelsea Williams, Dr. Joe Williams, Dr. Jillian Bailey Wolf, Dr. Caitlin Wright,
Dr. Elizabeth Eversbush Burke,
One more round of applause for the DO class of 2026. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Mandy Reese, Dean of the School of Pharmacy, who will address the pharmacy class of 2026.
Good afternoon, dear pharmacy graduates. Today is your moment of celebration, a culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance. It is my absolute honor to stand before you as your Dean of the School of Pharmacy and extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. You arrived here with a dream to become a pharmacist. Along the way, you gained more than just knowledge. You developed clinical skills, ethical foundation, and leadership qualities that define a true healthcare professional. You've learned to think critically, act compassionately, and serve selflessly. This profession is not for the faint of heart. It requires precision, patience, and purpose. You've been tested in the classroom and on rotations, and you have emerged stronger, sharper, and more determined. You've studied during uncertain times, navigated new models of care, and risen to challenges. And yet, you are here, ready to enter a world that needs you more than ever. As pharmacists, you will be at the forefront of patient care. You will be educators, advocates, problem solvers, and for many, the most accessible healthcare professional in their community. You have the power to transform lives, one prescription, one conversation, and one patient at a time. I urge you to keep learning, stay grounded, and never lose the compassion that brought you here in the first place. Let your curiosity drive innovation. Let your integrity guide your decisions, and let your empathy shape the way you serve others. Today, you join a proud legacy of pharmacy professionals who make a difference every day. We believe in you, and we are excited to see where your path leads. Congratulations, class of 2026. We're so proud of you. Go forward with confidence and never forget the impact that you're capable of making. Thank you. At this time, we will have our presentation of degrees in course and final roll call for the class of 2026. Would the candidates for the degree Doctor of Pharmacy please rise? President Feldstein, I have the honor to present these students who has successfully completed the requirements for the degree Doctor of Pharmacy, as established by the faculty and the Board of Trustees. I present them, sir, on recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Board of Trustees to receive at your hand the degree Doctor of Pharmacy.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Pharmacy, as earned, with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Class, you may now be seated. Now it is time for the Georgia PCOM Pharmacy Class of 2026 to answer their final collegiate roll call. I invite the first row from the pharmacy class to rise and approach the stage. Graduates in the first 2 rows will be hooded by their immediate family pharmacist. The remaining graduates will be hooded with assistance from the School of Pharmacy faculty. Will the graduate hooding family members please take your place in the pre-assigned positions Faculty, please wait for staff cues to move into position once the guest hoodie concludes. Please remain seated, but feel free to cheer loudly and with great passion for your student. Staff photographers will be capturing the graduates as they cross the stage.
Please welcome our pharmacy graduates, Dr. Solomon Agyamang, Dr. Zainab Athegbua Aliyu, Dr. Leslie Alcala, Dr. Bolaji Ayantola, Dr. Aaron Badger, Dr. Tawe Brown, Dr. Lauren Calloway, Dr. Robin Coleman, Dr. Kaylee Khan Din, Dr. Ayewa Dovi, Dr. Anna Marie Jackson, Dr. Patrice Jameson, Dr. Jasmine Greenwood, Dr. Dauda James Kamo Karoma, Dr. Chung Sok Lee, Dr. Keenan Jordan McDonald, Dr. Madison Victoria McGuire, Dr. Jaleesa Monet McKinney,
Twin Wing.
Dr. Sharday Norris. Dr. Leswanu Nasain. Dr. Jasmine Owusu Ansa. Dr. Adesha Alexis Pringle. Dr. Samira Ramich. Dr. Crystal Rodriguez. Dr. Michael Sefurley. Dr. Chantal St. Simon. Dr. Marissa Suarez. Dr. Lin Mi Tran. Dr. Samuel Udo Upong. Dr. Turi Watley. Dr. Go Shua Yang.
At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Brian Mann, Dean of the School of Health Sciences, Professions and Health Sciences, who will address the individual class programs of 2026.
Man, you don't know what it's like going third. Today's a very, very special day, and I hope the School of Health Professions and Sciences brings it, because I just heard 2 other schools that brought it, that's for sure. But today is a day of celebration and commitment to your resilience and purpose. To the graduates from the Physician Assistant Program, our Doctorate of Physical Therapy, Biomedical Sciences, Master's of Laboratory Sciences, this moment belongs to you. You've spent the last few years preparing for this day. Long nights, early mornings, moments of doubt, moments of breakthrough, and through it all, you stayed the course. And you are not here by accident. Every step, every challenge, every success has brought you to this exact moment. And I want you to hear this clearly. You are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. I'm going to go off script for a second. More than 30 years ago, I met your speaker here, and I was in the exact moment I needed to be that led me to this moment today. So I thank him, as always, for his mentorship and friendship. In a world that often pushes us to compare timelines or chase someone else's path, today is a reminder that your journey is uniquely yours, and it has prepared you for what comes next. Whether you're entering into clinical practice, stepping into laboratories, advancing research, or continuing your education, you are now entrusted with something far greater than knowledge. You're entrusted with impact. To the PA graduates, you will sit with your patients in their most vulnerable moments. Your knowledge will guide decisions, but your humanity will define your care. To our Doctor of Physical Therapy graduates, you will restore movement, independence, and dignity, helping patients reclaim their lives one step at a time. To our biomedical science graduates, you will push the boundaries of discovery, advancing the science that improves and saves lives. To our Master's Laboratory Science graduates, you will be there as the unforeseen force behind diagnosis and treatment, ensuring accuracy, precision, and trust in the data that guides all of our care. Different paths, one shared purpose, to serve. There will be moments ahead of you where things feel very uncertain, where the path is not clear as it is today in this moment. When that happens, I want you to remember something. You didn't just earn a degree, you developed the ability to adapt, to think critically, to lead, and to persevere. And that never goes away. There's a quote by Maya Angelou that I often believe captures this moment perfectly. And she says, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." That is what I wish for each of you today. Not just success, but fulfillment. Not just achievement, but meaning. Go forward with confidence in your training, but also humility in your service. Go forward knowing that excellence is not a destination, it's a habit. And most importantly, go forward remembering that who you are matters just as much as what you know. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are so proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. Thank you. We will now have our presentation of degrees in course and the final roll call for all of our graduates. With the candidates for the degree, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences, Master of Science in Health Sciences, Physician Assistant Studies, Master of Science in Medical Laboratory Science, please rise. President Feldstein, I have the honor to present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for their respective degrees: Doctor of Physical Therapy, Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences, Master of Science in Health Sciences, Physician Assistant Studies, and Master of Science in Medical Laboratory Sciences, as established by the faculty and the Board of Trustees. I present them, sir, on the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Board of Trustees to receive at your hand the degree Doctor of Physical Therapy, Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences, Master of Science in Health Sciences, Physician Assistant Studies, and Master of Sciences in Medical Laboratory Sciences.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degrees Doctor of Physical Therapy, Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences, Master of Science in Medical Laboratory Sciences, and Master of Science in Health Sciences, Physician's Assistant Studies, as earned, with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
You may now be seated. Now presenting the class, PCOM Georgia class of 2026 from the School of Health Professions and Sciences, I invite the first row of the physical therapy program to rise and approach the stage. Graduates will be hooded by faculty members from each of their programs who are an integral part of the graduates' lives while here at PCOM Georgia. Faculty members, please move to your place in the hooding area, and we will begin with our physical therapy program. Guests, please remain seated, but as always, cheer very loudly for all of your students. Staff photographers will be capturing the graduates as they cross the stage. Before each program starts its procession, we will indicate the appropriate program on the screen.
Please welcome our physical therapy graduates, Dr. Savannah Lee Adams, Dr. Chandler Allred, Dr. Gabriella Ba, Dr. Dayton Barth, Dr. Monica Babawi, Dr. Colby Cantrell, Dr. Tucker Shampo, Dr. Alexis Favors, Dr. Hannah Grace Floyd, Dr. Cameron Forrest, Dr. Caroline Gibson, Dr. Tyler Green, Dr. Stephen McKay Harding, Dr. Gwen Heiser, Dr. Caroline Lee Inskip, Dr. William Jacobs, Dr. Jessica Patrice James, Dr. Lacey Leslie, Dr. Jada Liggins, Dr. Cassidy Markle, Dr. Perline Shella Matherin, Dr. Tucker Matthews, Dr. Alexandria Walton Moore, Dr. Rishi Nathan, Dr. Skylar Ramjeet, Dr. Sierra Rodriguez, Dr. Cole Rogers, Please welcome our biomedical science graduates, Estefany Baez, Alexia Renee Brown, Kennedy Alexandria Brown, Alexis Simone Brown Pearson, Michaela Daniels,
Trinity Davis.
Breon Eliezer, Diamond Trinity Farmer, Rose Kifa Hasune, Jasmine Hicks, Mick Jarvis, Grazia Kungu, Aisha Mirza, Sophia Muller, Sherry Ann Murphy, Namdi Chibuike Nwoke, Gokbet Owusu Poku, Amali Patel, Neha Thomas, Samantha Elizabeth Young, Leslie Michelle de los Santos, Vishna Ramya Rajan, Elizabeth Akindele, Tamia Marie Patterson, Michaela Scott, Please welcome our medical laboratory science graduates, Mackenzie Kahn, Eleanor Harrison, Please welcome our medical laboratory science graduates, Mackenzie Kahn, Eleanor Harrison, Essence Hill, Kimberly Monique Lacey, Janesia Ochonogor, Emily Skelton, Abraham Tadesse, Nelson Wade Jr., Leslie Walden, Please welcome our physician assistant graduates. Sarah Abdel Malak, Alexia Anthony, Jolie Claire Baltzigar, Caitlin Bishop, Kelly Elizabeth Cook, Nancy Cruz, Queenie Duang Presoth, Presley Dye, Meredith Edwards, Caitlin Enderly, Marilyn Anderson, David Fang, Elaine Garcia Colon, Madison Lauren Gillespie, Anfeng Ha, Avery Hamilton, Ashley Misaki Harding, Audrey Elizabeth Harris, Trisha Lack, Dylan Daniel Lee, Arena Lomoff, Robert Ludwig III, Madison Merritt, Christina Pinkava, Heather Nicole Rhodes, Peyton Ashley Salo, Riley Sheeman, Alyssa Melanie Snyder, Anna Stewart, Sandra Bailey Strickland, Jacqueline Wider, Anna Yang, Alan Zelikovsky,
I'm always amazed the last name always gets one of the biggest applause. Now, would all the graduates please rise? I present them to this great audience, the PCOM Georgia graduates from the classes of 2026. You have all achieved your goal. Please be seated. At this time, Dr. Michael A. Becker, PCOM Alumni Association President, will lead the osteopathic medicine graduates in the osteopathic oath. Then, followed by Dr. Reese, will lead the pharmacy graduates in the oath of a pharmacist. And finally, Dr. DeCecco will lead physical therapy graduates in the oath of a physical therapist.
Footers, faculty, if they would also like to stand up and renew their oath that they took, depending on how many years ago it was. All right? So, you ready, graduates? I do hereby affirm my loyalty
Class of 2026, new graduates of the School of Pharmacy, as well as any pharmacists in the audience, please rise for the reading of the oath of the pharmacist as found in your program. Please read along with me. I
Class of 2026, new graduates from the Doctor of Physical Therapy program and any therapist in attendance, please rise and join me in the reading of the oath of a physical therapist as found in your commencements program. As a physical therapist dedicated to providing the
At this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Crystal Carter, Vice President of the PCOM Alumni Association, to deliver our closing remarks.
Graduates, I have to say, you guys look amazing. As Vice President of the PCOM Alumni Association, I have the honor and privilege of congratulating all graduates and welcoming you into the association. For over 100 years, the PCOM Alumni Association has been and continues to be an integral part of the college, offering, among other things, scholarships, awards, and mentorship. So, today we celebrate and give thanks for all our graduates and their families. Bless their lives, guide their steps as they move into the future with eager and open hearts. May they continue to perfect their art and to provide care and service to their communities. Congratulations and welcome to the association.
Before concluding, I'd like to recognize some people in our graduating class. Would all the military graduates please rise and be recognized? Military graduates. We thank you for your service. Thank you. Now we're going to have some fun here. Please stand if you became engaged while you were in school. Engagement. Thank you. Now, please stand if you got married while you were in school. Okay, now stand if you had a child or children while you were in school. I have no idea where they found the time, you know? Each of our new graduates has earned our congratulations on this significant accomplishment. But we know you did not make this journey alone. You did so with the support of parents, spouses, significant others, children, and friends. At this time, we ask the graduates to turn and thank their parents, spouses, children, other members of their family, friends who supported them throughout the studies. Graduates, stand and recognize your loved ones. You may be seated. It is also important to note that in addition to their dedication to the classroom and to their patients, members of the class of 2026 has volunteered their time with more than 1,400 hours of community service around the Georgia area, sponsored more than 67 community outreach events, and we applaud the spirit of service. Applause. On behalf of the college, we also thank all the friends and family members who are with us today to share with this event with our graduates and faculty. To our graduates, we could not be prouder of you or happier for you today. You have our congratulations, but tomorrow and always you will have our hopes and prayers. We love you dearly. Take care.
For the safety of everyone, please remain standing and in your seats until the platform party has exited. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our commencement ceremony. Thank you for celebrating with us and our graduates on this momentous occasion. Please travel safely as you return home.